And the winner is Darren Criss, The Assassination of Gianni Versace.
Oh my God, you guys are witnessing the most extraordinary moment of my life thus far, so this is pretty cool. I'm so very privileged to be in this room among so many people that inspire the living crap out of me, and I'm so honored to be nominated a lot of you guys that I've been a fan of for such a long time. Actors are really only as good as the moments they are given and the moments they are granted, and so I am so profoundly indebted to my friend Ryan Murphy for entrusting me with this opportunity of a lifetime and for believing in me. I hope the people from the show can forgive me. I will thank you later. I need to thank some family. Ricky, look where we are, man. Michael, I think you worked harder on this than I did. Mom, Dad, Chuck, unlike the character I played, I was lucky enough to be raised in a home that was very loving and emphasized the value of hard work, compassion, and not taking yourself too seriously. You are at the root of why I'm here. And to my darling Mia, you roll the windows down and pump the music up in my life, and I'm so thankful for you. I'm so lucky to have you. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you to the Television Academy, and go Blue. Wow, this is such an honor to be in front of so many incredible people. I feel like I won a fan contest. Brian May's right over there. This is incredible. Thank you to the Hollywood Foreign Press for your support throughout the years, especially to Ruben and Janet Napales, who have been in my corner since day one. I'd like to thank my teachers who are watching at home, and that actually includes all of my fellow nominees who I've admired your work from afar for so long, and whether you like it or not, you're actually kind of a part of this, so thank you for your inspiration. Thank you to Ryan Murphy, Fox, and FX for making me feel like I made Varsity this year. Thank you, Mia, for your undying patience and love that was waiting for me when I got home. This was kind of a grim story to make, and so I have to thank our tireless crew, producers, writers, actors, artisans that actually made this a fun place to do some not so fun things. You collectively made whatever I did on set much better than I remember it being. And lastly, as we've seen, this has been a marvelous year for representation in Hollywood, and I am so enormously proud to be a teeny tiny part of that as the son of a firecracker Filipino woman from Cebu that dreamed of coming to this country and getting to be invited to cool parties like this. So Mom, I know you're watching this. You are hugely responsible for most of the good things in my life. I love you dearly. I dedicate this to you. Congratulations to all of you. This is totally awesome. I'm very thankful and blessed to say I didn't have a rough childhood. I wasn't born on the streets of Agrabah, stealing melons from dudes with swords. Like I was okay, and my mom's right here, so I'm very lucky to have a wonderful mother and a wonderful dad, and they've always been supportive of me. And so if anything, it's kind of hard to sing that song because I kind of have to lie a little bit. But that's acting. It's all pretend. So thanks, Mom.
You're welcome. Love you too.
Thanks for taking me to all those Disney movies.
Oh, yes. I enjoyed it. You're part of my world.
Oh, that was so good. You're gonna make me cry, Mom.
I love you too. So proud of you. I love you.
Between you and I, there's a wonderful thing to be able to talk about and shed light on Filipinos in entertainment, and that's been a really, really fun bonus for me this entire experience, which I really didn't grasp the effect of until recently, when you start to realize how much it means to people to be spoken for, and it's been a real joy, a real privilege.
Things are getting better, but as we all know, TV has always had a diversity problem, you know? I mean, can you believe they did 15 seasons of ER without one Filipino nurse?
That's crazy. That's just crazy.
Have you been to a hospital?
That's crazy.
Even on a great show like...
I mean, I'm a seasoned, Filipino food eater. So, no, the first thing when I landed, I was like, I want my lumpia, I want my pancit, on cassava cake, bobingka,
Wow,
everything, yeah, everything all at the same time. But it's the Filipino, I don't know, if we have the same kind of aunts and uncles, but all my aunts are like, Darren, eat! You're so thin, eat!
Yeah.
So it's always food. So, yeah, no, I'm very happy to be here, and I have my one kalamuna more drink and my one kalamansi, which is good for you, bro. So, yeah.
What Filipino traditions do you know or practice, like during Christmas?
It's as much as I want to say, because I'm in the Philippines, that I've lived, very close life to the Philippines. That's really not the case. I mean, my mom's the youngest of 7, and she's Cebuano, so she's from, she was born and raised here, and she came to the States, looking for a different life. So as such, my father's American, I'm American, my brother's American. So that's not to say, I don't want to get this confused, not to say that she, disavowed Filipino culture, but, she's very much an American. So, aside from, adobo at the house or having my Filipino family over, I can't really say there's any Filipino traditions other than just having Filipino. To me, that's a tradition in and of itself. This is my 3rd time in the Philippines, so being with family and just, there's just little things like, I don't know, really like silly Filipino jokes and like puns, and a lot of tagless jokes. That I guess that's it. But as far as very evident cultural traditions, I can't really say I've ever really grown up a part of that. My favorite thing about being Filipino is definitely just having Filipino family in relation to the grander community. Not really. They all have to do with puns with the Filipino accent. So
That's okay.
I can't really think of any, but any word that sounds like a different word between an accent, I can't think of any, but you know what I'm talking about, right? There's like a ton of really silly jokes. Yeah. I was here 3 years ago. Well, it was 2008 in January. So that's almost 3 years. That would be almost 3 years. My cousin and my aunts live here in Makati. My aunt has a restaurant called Memoria in Makati, and my cousins got married at San Antonio. We went there, and I spent some time in Puerto Galera, and then I spent some time in Cebu because that's where my mom's from, and I saw where she went to school. And before that, I came here when I was very young, so I wasn't really kind of conscious of where I was. So it's interesting coming back here for under very different circumstances. So. But I love, I'm not from the Philippines, and as much as I'll pretend to while I'm here, I'm not. But I have this bizarre kinship, as soon as I got off the plane, I was like, sweet, I'm back in the Philippines. Like, I love this place. So, I don't know, it's cool. Maybe whatever Filipino blood in me, it's very happy to be here.